two under the same sky. Clara was a photographer. She captured moments as if time had wings, freezing sunsets with a quiet kind of magic. She loved traveling alone, not to escape, but to search. One summer evening, she set off to a remote village in the Blue Ridge Mountains, hoping to photograph the sunrise from a nearby ridge. Ethan was a forest ranger. The woods were his home, and his language was silence, the rustling of leaves and the songs of birds. He wasn't looking for love, didn't believe in big gestures, but his heart was open, even if quiet. One morning, they met by chance. Clara had lost her way hiking up the mountain, and it was Ethan who guided her back to the trail. He didn't say much, but his presence was warm, like sunlight through mist. She walked beside him with her camera, and he carried a thermos of mint tea. At the summit, she took a photo, but later, staring at it, she realized something important had been left out of the frame. Clara decided to stay a few more days, then weeks. She began to photograph his world, the fog-draped trees, his hands planting saplings, the way he silently watched the sky. And Ethan, slowly, learned to see the world through her eyes. When the time came to leave, neither said much. But that evening, he arrived at her cabin with a wooden frame. Inside was her photo of that morning's sunrise. On the back, he had written, "You are my light in the fog." Clara left her camera behind, not because she was done photographing, but because she realized the most meaningful stories aren't in pictures, but in the people beside you. 2 months passed. Clara had left behind city life, the galleries, the deadlines, even the cafe where the barista knew her name. Now she woke to the scent of wood smoke, mountain air, and the sound of Ethan's quiet footsteps leaving for the forest. They didn't speak in promises, no vows beneath the stars. Their love was silent, like dew on morning grass, unnoticed by the world, but deeply present. Clara began capturing not just landscapes, but stories, portraits of mountain life, rough hands planting trees, eyes that had seen too many winters. Her new work appeared in independent magazines that valued soul over polish. Ethan, who disliked cities, agreed to go with her once, to a small gallery show in Asheville. He stood off to the side, quiet as always, wearing a flannel shirt and the scent of pine. He didn't understand the attention the photos got. To him, they were just moments with Clara. But when he saw a girl stop, transfixed by his portrait titled, "The One Who Speaks the Language of the Wind," he smiled, just a little. Back in the village, Clara turned to him and said, "I've taken hundreds of photos, but the best one is still ahead." "Which one?" Ethan asked. She smiled. "Our wedding." He stepped closer, took her hand, and whispered, "I've already carved a bench under our oak tree, so you can sit there with your camera and our children." Epilogue. A year later, under the wide old oak that stood over the village ridge, they said yes to each other. No fancy ceremony, just friends, wildflowers, and the sound of leaves dancing in the wind. Clara no longer chased the light, she lived in it. And Ethan had found someone with whom even silence held meaning.